Good morning. It was a difficult wake up today, but going to the office and I have things that I haven't done for the past 2 days because I've been doing the kitchen very impulsively, and so a 5 a.m. wake up was needed. Between going to bed really late and Milo woke me up in the middle of the night for the first time in many years. Well, maybe not many years, feels like many years. And I ended up sleeping in his bed. I am tired. It's not perfect. Can't overstate that. I am really, really pleased with it. And the cabinets, guys, the cabinets. I don't know if it's even going to be obvious. The only thing is, you can see the roll-up marks. Like, I tried to be a little bit erratic, so that it wasn't just like lines, but you can see the roller marks, but yeah, I can live with that. I'm excited to get the hardware back on there because it's done.
I've just got to work and I thought I'd give you a little update before I go in, because I know the other day I did tell you some stuff had changed with the job I'd applied for. So, and now with stuff that's going on, I feel like I'm being given signs in all different directions. So basically I applied to cover a manager's job temporarily while that manager covered some sickness. That manager is now getting a completely different permanent move job, and so that job has now become a permanent job and needs to be advertised in a completely different way. So I've already applied, applied casually, I've already interviewed properly. Now I'm going to need to apply again formally. I don't have to interview again, but I need to now decide whether or not I actually want to apply, given that it is now a permanent full-time position. And I was like 100% not interested in working full-time. I don't want to YouTube full-time ever, but I thought I had a really great balance. And then I kind of got to a point a couple of weeks ago where this came up and I just thought, do you know what? Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Because if it's not, I'm going to need to be open to working full-time again if I want to do literally anything else with my actual day job working life. So I thought, right, I'm just going to apply and see what happens. I applied because it was temporary and because that felt kind of non-committal. I wouldn't have applied if it was permanent. And now, because I had gone through that process, I've kind of got my head into the idea of maybe working full-time indefinitely, because we didn't know how long it was going to be. I think I am still going to apply, even though it's a permanent full-time job. What's the harm? But in the past 2 days, my childminder, who has been our childminder since Ella was small, has become ill and won't be able to work for a little while. We're not sure how long for. So she was my, this is the person that I rely on for school pickup. And she is now out of the picture for however long that's going to be. And Milo woke me up in the middle of the night for first time in years, it woke me up because I'd had a bad dream, fairly traumatic. And I wasn't working part-time for childcare at all. But I feel now like I am getting a sign. Initially, and I believe in these things, initially I was like, I feel like this is meant to be, because I wouldn't have applied if it had been a permanent job. And before anyone was even given the temporary job, it became a permanent job. And I was like, right, I'm just going to go for it. And I felt like, maybe this was how it was supposed to be. And now it's become a lot more complicated. I'm probably weeks away from knowing anything for sure. And I'm in a cycle of overthinking.
Just got home from work. Actually dying. I'm so tired. I mean, it's no wonder, but I am super duper tired. The last thing I want to do is any of this. But also I want it to be finished. I ordered like a little blade scraper thing from Amazon. I wish I'd stopped at B&Q on the way home instead, because it hasn't arrived. Apologies to those of you who yawned. So I can't do that yet. I could use the little scraper I've got, but I have a feeling this little thin scrapery thing
will be a lot easier.
Another evening, you and me. Feels like it will never be finished.
Now, I'm gonna go and lie on the sofa. Honey, where are you? I can hear you, but I can't see you. Oh, he's...
He was just, also my camera automatically put a flash on for this, which is weird. He was just waiting nicely by the window for his dad to come back.
Me and Manny are gonna lie on the sofa now. Oh my God, as soon as I sit down, my feet and my ankles hurt. That sounds so stupid, but I truly struggled to sleep last night because my joints were aching. I think as long as I'm like in motion, I'm fine. And then as soon as I sit down, everything hurts. I'm not quite at the stage of like, I wish I'd ever started this, because I'm so happy with how it's looking. But the niggly little bits, like having to redo some silicone that just did not work. I'm rethinking how I'm edging some of the tile. I'll show you it in the end. Getting like little bits of stuff off the tiles. It's driving me insane. It really, really is. But I'm gonna have a little bit of time this evening not doing that. And I have to write a CV. I have to write a CV for the first time in about 15 years to apply for this job officially. So that is what I'm gonna do with the rest of my evening. Write a CV for a job I've already interviewed for. Fun times. The deadline is tomorrow, which I didn't realise, so just under the wire. And of course I will let you know, but for now I think that is going to be it, because I have nothing left to give today.